Hello everyone. In previous video we have discussed how to convert the given infix expression to postfix expression and how to evaluate the given postfix expression. In this video we will learn about how to write the Python programs for converting infix to postfix and postfix expression evaluation. So let's get into the programming. Python ID later. So in the very first what you have to do is we have to take the input. Here the input should be the input infix expression like a plus b star c. So I have taken the input expression as a plus b star c. So later on we will check with the other inputs also. So this is the input expression. Now initially I am taking the output postfix expression as the empty, means till now I didn't make any conversion, so that's why I made it as the empty. And during the conversion I have to use the concept of stack for pushing the operators. So I am taking the empty list for the stack. So these are the three basic variables I have to use throughout my program. And so what is the basic thing here? So here we have to scan the input from left to right. From left onwards you have to pick one token at the same time. Token means that input can be an operator or operand. Anyhow you have to access one token at a same time from left to right side. So let's make a loop for k in ip, means I am taking one token at a same time. Now for suppose if the given input is an operand, what we have to do? If k dot is alpha, so here I am using the alphabets as the operands, that's why I am checking that whether it's an alphabet or not. For suppose if the given input is an operand, what we have to do? Simply append that operand to the postfix expression, pf equal to pf plus k. Now for suppose elif, if the input is the left parenthesis or left bracket, what we have to do? Now we have to push this left parenthesis to the stack. Simply make a function call push. Here what is the value you have to push? What is the token? The token is present in a k. Simply made a call push so that it will be added to the stack. Elif, for suppose if the input token is the closing parenthesis, what we have to do? So in this case what we have to do is we have to pop one operator at the same time and append to the postfix expression until you find the opening parenthesis. So you have to keep on doing. For this purpose already I defined one function pop opt. Add a function. So what are the operators in that one? I have to pop one by one and I have to append to the postfix expression. Elif, for suppose if the input is an operator, so this is the last one, so doesn't need to write the elif, so I have to keep the else. If the input is an operator, you have to push it into the stack. While pushing that you have to check one condition. If the stack operator priority is greater than or equal to the input operator priority, you have to pop that operator from the stack and you have to append to the output postfix expression. So let us see how to write. So for this here I am defining the one function push opt. So here what is the operator? Here I am using k. So for these three things I have to define the functions. So let's start defining the functions. The very first function should be is push, means for suppose if the input is left one, simply append it to the stack. So instead of that one, simply I can write stack append of k. So directly I can keep it here, so doesn't need to make a function. Now if the input is the closing bracket, what we have to do? So here we have to pop each element, means each top element from the stack, and you have to append to the postfix expression until you found the left parenthesis or opening brackets. For this, now I am defining the function def pop underscore opt. So let us first here you have to write the logic. First calculate the top. So top, what is the top? len of stack minus 1. So this is the top value. Now write the while loop, means you have to continuously pop the elements until you find the left parenthesis. That's why I kept it as the while true. So what is the element? Equal to element equal to stack of top. So top element has been stored in the variable ELE. Then you have to remove that operator from the stack. Del stack of top. So topmost element from the stack will be removed. For suppose if the topmost element is left parenthesis or opening bracket, then stop this process. Means until you find this one, you have to pop elements continuously. Otherwise, what you have to do? Pop one element and add that element to the postfix expression. So pf equal to pf plus element. Then after popping one element, again top will be automatically changed. That's why calculate the new top. Top equal to len of stk minus 1. So this is the way you have to pop elements between opening and closing brackets. That one is over, and your next function is push operator, means if the input is an operator, so what we have to do? So let's define the function def push underscore opt. So here I have given the operator name opt. Yeah, if the input is an operator, what we have to do? First, if the input is an operator, first you have to check that whether stack is empty or if the topmost element is left parenthesis or not. You have to check that. So first calculate the top equal to len of stk minus 1. So this is the top value. Now we have to check that whether stack is empty or stack of top double equal to left parenthesis, if any one thing is there. So already we know that initially if stack is empty, if the input is an operator, simply push it into the stack, or else if the topmost element in the stack is left parenthesis, simply push it into the stack. So there is no other logic, simply you have to write stack dot append of pt. It's over. Otherwise, if this condition has been failed, means if stack has already some elements or topmost element is not a left parenthesis, then what we have to do? Now here you have to think about the priority of the operators. So before that, just define the priorities for the operator here. Def, so create one function priority. So here I am taking the input as the operator. I have to create the priority. So here I am creating the lowest priority. If opt double equal to left parenthesis, I am giving the priority return 1. Return 1. Elif, this is the lowest priority. Then if input operator is plus or minus, then you have to return 2. Means after that second least priority, addition and minus are having the same priority. Already we have discussed earlier about these priorities. Opt in, for suppose if the input operators are multiplication and division, then I am giving the priority 3. Elif opt in cap symbol, return I am returning 4, else return 0. So these are the priorities I have created. So topmost priority is for cap symbol, and second highest priority is for multiplication and division, third highest addition and division, and this is for left parenthesis. So like this I have created the priorities. Now let's write the logic for priorities based on the priorities. While what is the logic here? Whenever you are pushing an operator to the stack, you have to check that priority of stack operator is greater than or equal to priority of input operator or not. In case if the priority of stack operator is greater than or equal to the priority of the input operator, then what you have to do? So you have to pop that element from the stack. So kept in temporary variable and del stack of top, means you have to pop that element from the stack, and then you have to add that operator to the postfix expression, and again top value will be changed, top equal to len of stack minus 1, because you have deleted one element from the stack. After that again go back and check the next, after removing one element, so second element will become the top element. Again you have to check that whether its priority is greater than or equal to input operator priority or not. So like this you have to continuously check until this condition become fail, until this condition become false. At some point of time that condition become false. When do this condition will become false? If stack is empty, or second option is there, if input operator priority is greater than stack operator. In this case stop this process and write stack dot append of operator. So whatever the input operator is there, add that operator to the stack. So that's it. So like this you have to do continuously. So at some point of time whole input will be finished. So here this is the input I am scanning from left to right. So like this I am scanning one token at the same time. Like this I have to scan all the inputs. After scanning all the inputs, still if any elements left over in the stack, what we have to do? In this case simply you have to check that. How do you know that whether is there any operators left over in the stack or not? If we simply write if stack, means there are elements in the stack, pass else, what you have to do? You have to pop each operator from the stack and append to the output expression. So how do we calculate? Top equal to len of stk minus 1. Now we have to write a logic. While top greater than or equal to 0, pf equal to pf plus topmost element from the stack. You have to append to the output expression. At the same time, you have to remove that element from the stack. Just remove that element from the stack. After removing that, again you have to calculate the top value. Top equal to len of stk minus 1. So like this you have to do. So after finishing all the elements, your postfix expression will be ready. So for this, simply keep one print statement. Print equivalent postfix expression is, so that is present in the variable pf. Yeah, now your program is ready. Now you can start running. So let's run the program and you can see this. Equivalent postfix expression is abc star plus. Now here I have taken the small input. Let's take the bigger input, like so here see this. Now I am taking the bigger input, like a plus bracket b by c minus, again opening bracket, d star e cap f plus g close star h. So like this I had a one infix expression. Now I want to convert this into the equivalent postfix expression. Just run and see this. So here local variable p referenced before assignment. Yeah, so here in these functions I am using the postfix expression, that is the local one. So that's a global pf. So you can use that global variable in all those functions, global pf. Yeah, let's run. See this. So this is the equivalent postfix expression for the given infix expression. So this is how you can write a programs. So if you want to check whether the program is correct or wrong, simply you can go to the internet and you can get any one. So infix to postfix process. So if you find any one expression using that, you can check here. Yeah, if you get any one example, simply you can copy paste the given input expression here, given infix, automatically you will get the equivalent postfix. Yeah, already here they have given some infix expressions. So here, so this is the infix expression I am taking. I should get the equivalent postfix as this one. Let us see. So here, so this is the input. Here I am pasting that one. So in between don't keep the gaps. Yeah, now run your program and see this. AB plus CD plus star. So AB plus CD plus star. So like this you can cross check with any other program. So this is how you can convert the given infix expression to postfix expression. Now let us see how to evaluate the given postfix expression. So let's see. So this program is over. Now I am discussing with the next one. how to convert the given how to evaluate the given postfix evaluation, postfix expression, postfix evaluation. So here I have to take the input as the, so here one problem is there. If I take the input in the form of strings, I can read one character at the same time. If I write 24 plus 3 minus, here if I take, even though if 34 is the single number, we can take one character at the same time. There is some problem may arise. That's why I am considering it as the list, so that there is no confusion at all. So this is the first operand, this is the second operand, this is the third operand, and next 9. Then I am taking some input, anything, you can take anything as the input. Next minus, then division. So like this I have taken in the form of list. The way of accessing the list elements and string elements are almost same. So here also initially you have to take the stack as empty. So the difference between previous program and this one, in previous program we are using stack for storing the operators. In this program we are using the stack for the purpose of storing operands. So let's come into the program. So in like previous program, here also you have to scan the tokens from left to right, one token at the same time. So for KNPF directly I am taking one token at a same time. For suppose if the given input is a operand, so here we are evaluating, that's why I am using the concept of digit. K dot is digit if the given input is the operand. So what we have to do, simply push this one into the stack, stack dot append. Else means if the given input is an operator. So what we have to do, that is the very important thing. So here you have to pop top two elements from the stack and perform the given evaluation. So here you can call, I am creating the function pop evaluation. Both the things I am doing here, I am popping the top two elements and I am evaluating the given operation. After that again I have to push back that result to the stack. So let us see how to do. For this, first define one function, def pop underscore evaluation. So here what is the input operator here? Operator is K. So pop evaluation, yeah. Now in this, initially you have to check that whether stack is empty or not. If stack is empty, nothing to do, just return. Otherwise what you have to do, first you have to remove top two elements from the stack. So how to do? So first here op1. So before that, first find the top here, top equal to len of stack minus 1, and the first operand is I am in the top one, stack of top, and delete that topmost element. After storing in the temporary variable, just delete the topmost element. After that again find the calculate the top value again, and here this one is the second operand, operand 2. Operator, so this is the operator 2, this is the operand 1. Now again delete the STK of top, so the topmost also element also has been deleted. So like this I have popped top two elements. After doing this I have to perform the evaluation of the top two operands. So how to do? So here you have to check that what is the input operator. Yes, here input operator is also I have passed here. So here I have to pass the operator. So now perform the operation. Let us see how to do. For suppose here input is in the string format, so that's why I make it a convert into the or else simply instead of doing like this, you can directly you can give the numbers, because in list there is no such restrictions like this for keeping these things. If there is an error, we'll see again. Now what we have to do is you have to check that what is the input operator. If the input operator is star asterisk symbol, what I have to do? So for storing the result, create one variable res and then none. Initially its value is none. Now res equal to, I have to perform this operation op1 op2 elif. If the given operator is division, then res equal to op1 by op2 if the given operator is addition, then result equal to op1 plus op2 if the given operator is equal to subtraction, then result equal to op1 minus op2 if the given operator is equal to cap symbol. So here this is the exponent operator, so res equal to op1 double star and op2. So like this we have to keep it. So after doing like this, we have done the performation, we have done the given operation by popping top two elements from the stack. So evaluation has been done, that result has been stored in the variable res. After that result should be again pushed back to the stack dot append res. After evaluation, that results also should be stored here. So almost my logic has been completed. After doing all the things, at the end only one element will be left in the stack, that will be the result. Even after finishing all the input, at the end there will be only one element will be left in the stack, that will be the final result. So here result of postfix evaluation is, so in a stack only one element will left, that element will be the result. So let's run your program and see the result. It is showing the error, so there is no attribute, so that here it should be a string, or else because each digit is the string function, so you cannot check that operand like this. Just make it easy like this here, and let's run your program. Still append takes exactly one argument. So in which line I have written this one? 33 stack dot append. Here whatever the input, that should be appended here. So op1 minus op1. So actually here both are taken as the string, so that's why made it as the integer. So make it convert into the integer so that it works fine. Yeah, so result is 4.0, and let us check manually. So here, so first you have to do 12. So here you have to perform this. Answer is 12. After that 12 9 6, 12 9 6. After that, after 12 you have to push these three things. Here 9 minus 6 is 3. So 12 3 division is there. 12 by 3 is 4. So that is the answer. So almost exactly you got the required answer. So this is how we have to write a program for the given postfix expression evaluation. So still, if you have any doubts while writing the coding about the infix to postfix and postfix expression evaluation, you can ask me here, so that we can discuss some more clearly. So this much is about Python coding about infix to postfix and postfix evaluation. So that's all.